don't think I'm well, I think I'm seeing double. Haha, to go on there. This is the Bachmann Class 108 DMU. If I just flip them out the boxes, you get a hole in the back to put 2 fingers through and... oh, don't be so childish. And get it out, and this is the motor unit. It's very, very heavy, so you'll get good traction. And just flip that bit out. Get those over there. And if I just... there's a Bachmann's got a very funny DMU coupler. If the cameraman can just zoom in on that. What happens is you just sort of push them together, and then those bits go up and it like clasps down on 2 teeth. Very good, but you know, if you buy a centre car for one of these, because you did get 3 car Class 108s, you can't really plug it in unless you spend ages and ages fiddling on the different couplers. Or you could just remove these ones and put normal ones in. I'm going to need to get these apart. Talk amongst yourselves. Jesus. Ah, done it. Yeah, so stop your conversations now, yeah? You and the blue. I can't actually see you, but I don't really care. Of course, no, I'm only kidding, of course I do. Now back to me. We'll look at the power unit first. This is a Network Southeast livery. So this would have ran, if you think of the box as Britain, this would have ran about here. That's Southeast, isn't it? Right. And sort of branch line services. And these were to replace things like prairie tanks, N2s and things like that on suburban and branch line work for the short period that they would have been in branch line trains. Excuse me. I always think these look like the better design of a bus, really. But let's look at the detail. It's very heavy for a start. It's got to be at least 2 or 3 kilos. I'm going to get huge arms making these videos. Ooh, check out that bicep. And if we just look at the front, I'm just going to have to look at this one for guidance, but they're exactly the same. You've got very good cab detail, so you've got a wheel there. I can't imagine these needing a steering wheel. And all the various controls and palaver and a door into the passengers. So you could just pretty much walk out and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry for the delay, but the signal has gone. I made something up. Please feel free to leave any of your belongings on the train. We're stopping off at the cash converters later." Things like that. Quite a lot of the windows down here have no smoking signs on them. Good on them. Some people in the 60s didn't realise how bad it was for them. And if I just turn it this way, you get a massive, great big exhaust pipe. So clag would have come out of there. And these were pretty much the 101s and the 108s and the 110s were the most famous of the DMUs. Just put that to one side and we check out the dummy unit. That's much lighter, but it's quite heavy for what is essentially a coach. You get directional lighting, so it'll be red light if it's going away from you, and there'll be white if it's coming towards you. And the cameraman's just on the phone to someone. You get spring-loaded buffers, and the bogies are very loose. Be quick! But they are very good. Again, you get spring-loaded buffers on the back, and it's the same with the driving unit. Obviously, you can see that there's been some damage to this locomotive, so that might need a dab of glue, some fixident or something. Fixidents for your dentures. Some sort of super glue or something like that. They're very similar. These, again, quite a lot of the delicate details have broken off, but the undercarriage detail is fantastic. And I've got no idea whether I'm putting this in the right place. We might have to refilm this. So you've got pickups on all of the wheels for extra traction, and you are in a great position if you've got this locomotive. Obviously not just this locomotive, the dummy unit as well. Put those together again. And it's got a massive motor, which you don't really need because that is all it's going to ever pull. And you might double up with another DMU, and this actually did come with 2 couplers, but I've lost them. So I'm going to have to buy some more, and the only shop I know I can get them in is in Grosmont. But other than that, so you get some sort of detail on the top here. And overall, I think these are very good if you're modelling this period. However, since I was modelling a preserved railway, these are ideal because DMUs often prove popular. And oh no, I'd say about 8 out of 10. My only criticism of this my only 2 criticisms of this locomotive are that daft DMU coupler there, although that can be removed because it is in a NEM socket. And my only other criticism is the motor is too big and too powerful for a locomotive like this. Like I said, that is all it needs to pull. Other than that, superb.